You have entered the Chronics Rabbit Hole. And Julie, thank you so much for your Patreon membership request. You are bringing something new down the rabbit hole. And today we're going to be listening to Oingo Boingo. The song is Gray Matter, and this is live at the Ritz in 1987.
I can't wait to check out some new music with all of you Chronicans. And Oingo Boingo kind of makes me think of Oogie Boogie.
Yeah.
Isn't that from
Boogie.
Oogie Boogie? Wasn't that from like Nightmare on Elm or
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Before Christmas, yeah, that's where I'm thinking of. So very exciting stuff. Usually you have some heavy music coming down the rabbit hole, but this is new, so maybe you have something a little different with the genre coming here. If this is exciting for you, stay around.
I'm super excited. I can't wait to get into it.
Julie Chronicans, thank you so much for being here. And when we have a new band coming down the rabbit hole, it's always nice to have a little context about what we're about to get into. And Julie, you provided us with a nice write-up. Thank you so much, my friend. So we're starting with Oingo Boingo. They're one of your favorite all-time bands. We probably do not know their name, but for sure you know the singer, Danny Elfman. He is a very talented man. He is very famous as a score composer, often associated with Tim Burton,
who does Nightmare Before Christmas.
And let me finish this. In fact, he is the voice behind Jack Skellington of Nightmare Before Christmas.
That makes sense. Oh my goodness. I didn't actually know that, but I recognized the name Danny Elfman as soon as it came out,
because
for you
right
it clicked for me right away. But then I was like, how do I know this person? And that's why, because Nightmare Before Christmas is one of my favorite movies.
So this song is kind of hard to listen to as your first Boingo song, but I think it is a very good introduction to a very talented band, and it's a live version, so let's enjoy it all together.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Julie. I can't wait to get into this one. Like, I'm super excited. I love Tim Burton. I love Jack Skellington.
We're heading back to the 80s.
Thank you.
Oh. Funky, eh?
Very funky.
He did. Even the singer too. Julie, you have a different side to yourself.
Actually, this reminds me, I thought with the name alone that this was gonna kind of be like, what was it? Igor in a sense.
Yeah.
And I believe, was it Julie who brought us Igor as well? So
Possibly.
I think
It's been a long time.
it's been a
since
while.
Igor.
But so like this kind of reminds me of that same kind of quirkiness that Igor brings to the table. So I can see how this kind of all is within the realm of Julie's quirky and crazy and a little bit gory in his musical
Now we'll have to see if you even did an Igor.
Now we have to check, and if you didn't, I'm sorry.
Such an 80s man. How many band members do they have?
8?
This guy right, iconic. This guy right beside him. These are just xylophones, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you ever see xylophone singers?
No.
That's another unique thing about this Oingo Boingo. They are so much fun.
So much fun. Oh, just before you start again, was it the singer who is the voice of Jack Skellington in this one? That's so cool. It's really cool having that strange connection and then seeing this, because Jack Skellington does sing a lot in the Nightmare Before Christmas, and you can hear it coming through. So it's very cool little, multi-universe, cross-platform, nerdy thing.
No. Kind of like what we're doing here on the channel. So good. Come on, this is so much fun. Xylophone solo off.
That grin.
I'm so happy that I'm listening to this. I needed something to just give me smiles, even though I'm a happy guy. This type of music I need more in my life, and the 80s just has that feel of freedom and happiness. I literally asked someone yesterday, what time would you want to live in if not now? And they're like, the 80s.
Yeah, the 80s.
Why not the 80s? Because look at that just grin, and he's knowing what he's doing. What a vibe they're creating, though. It's so groovy, so catchy, but it's actually very technically good.
Enthusiasm, technically sound.
Like really good.
Like really good. There were moments at the start, like when the xylophone first came in, and you're just kind of like, wait a second, what am I listening to? And I think it's like what Julie had said in the write-up, is sometimes difficult to have this as a first interaction to Oingo Boingo, but he also thinks it's a perfect interaction to them as well. Because if you can get past that little bit of a choppy moment where it's like, wait a second, what am I listening to? And having to like fully digest it and realize, oh, this is a lot more than just a metal band or just a rock band or, you know.
I wouldn't call them metal.
It's definitely not metal. But like, they're more than what they appear.
They're their own thing. I don't even know what to like put them on to, and I really think they are a live band to experience because of how much that they bring and their personality.
That smile, the personality.
Just the two of them in front of you with the xylophones having a solo off, like this is just so fun.
So much fun.
Ding 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 ding. He knows. That was smooth.
That was very smooth.
The slow going into it. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, I love this part. The gray matter. Oh, gray matter. Gray matter. Oh, gray matter. Gray matter. Oh, this guy's iconic. What's going on? tease me. Oh. Just mesmerizing.
Oh, and they end with a rest. So it's just done.
God, I want whatever they're having. And synth pop is what I would maybe put this into.
Yeah.
They give me a little Depeche Mode type of a vibe, another awesome 80s band. And really it's about the feeling. It's just being on the dance floor. And I love the connection when you're watching like an 80s concert with the fans and the band itself.
Absolutely.
Because it's such a raw reaction that's not interfered by any type of technology other than the instruments and everything else that's going on to help you get into this groove, because this groove was iconic. Like honestly, it really
was
catchy with the lyrics, especially in the chorus there too. Multi-talented with all the instruments coming out, double xylophones. That's really the most iconic thing about it. And that's when you think of a band, like sometimes we think of that band that has the standing drummer that really stood out for us.
Yeah.
Having two xylophones up front, that will be something that is etched in my brain now.
Absolutely, because that's such a unique thing, and it adds a very unique sound to the music itself. And even then, when the two singers, well, there's the main singer, and then the other xylophonist was the backup singer on this.
He was on fire.
And he was on fire, and often was stealing the spotlight in many moments, because he almost, what was really interesting, and I have to like point this out because the music was phenomenal, especially with the energy he was putting into it.
Yeah.
But to add to that, he also seemed very stiff in his movements
very
at times, very robotic in ways,
yeah.
Which is really interesting because you mentioned the chorus and how catchy it was, and the chorus was about, if they say buy it, don't buy it. If they say do this, don't do it. If they say like whatever they're telling you to,
pushing you to do.
Right, because whatever they're telling you to do through the media, use the gray matter in your brain and think about it for yourself. Before and don't just be a robot and do what you're told. Right, because the gray
matter is part of
because that's what's in your brain.
The brain to keep you from functioning correctly.
To keep you functioning correctly. Right. So he's telling you to use your gray matter. There's something in your head. There's gray matter in your head, and really use it.
Glad to say
and that. So it's really cool that the xylophonist was kind of robotic in his movements because he was emulating, just
right beside him,
doing emulating, like just listening and doing what you're told, but also with the eye movements and the facial expressions, being like, oh, I have gray matter, like the shifty eye things, and then the two guys in the suits up in the back, so it was like really cool how this performance really embodied what they were singing about.
You're right.
While also being able to then have so much fun, be super quirky, super technical, putting out a great message that you want to dance to.
Oh yeah, they're making you move.
The 80s.
The 80s really is such an awesome time, and it makes me think too, was The Nightmare Before Christmas like a 90s movie?
Yeah, it was early to mid 90s. I think it was 97. Could be 95.
So it's in the 90s. So this is made in the 80s. So this guy's already established when he's going into a role of like a Jack Skellington. And we know so many singers that now are playing roles in movies and are voicing people. So it's cool to see like who was doing it back in that time as a trendsetter. Because I bet Danny really is a trendsetter for what he's doing, as you're saying, blending in these genres together and different medias together.
And what's really interesting, because this was 87, and so The Nightmare Before Christmas was almost 10 years later, so like because it was in the 90s, and then getting into this, once we saw him on stage, even his movements, the way he smiled, everything about him was very Jack Skellington-esque.
Or the other way around.
Or is Jack Skellington just Danny Elfman-esque, right? And that's most likely what it is. Right? Which then makes me, because I dive down into that rabbit hole even further of, was Tim Burton a fan of Oingo Boingo?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Oogie Boogie is literally a spoof on that. It has to be.
It has to be. So, like...
Probably, maybe not, but it's too similar for a coincidence for me.
That's fair. So, like, it's just so cool to see all these different things interconnected and we didn't even know they existed, but yet they already have ties together. So like, I love that. I really do.
We love getting enlightened too while having fun. That's the best part of all these reactions. And Julie, we really did not expect this one. We'll have to make sure we know if you're the one who sent down Igor or not, because it really is a band that connects to them. So if you
Very
like Oingo Boingo, never checked out Igor as well, that's another band you would definitely love as well. But if you want to see more Oingo Boingo come down the rabbit hole, hit the like button to let us know which way to go. Go into the comments below. And subscribe if you are new and you don't want to miss the next one. We are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, Julie, for bringing this down the rabbit hole. I can't wait to see what else you have coming in store for us. And Chronicans, thank you for being here as well. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.